The way the world does business is seeing a very big change. A new time is starting for the global economy. Companies from China are now making strong moves into the United States. They are not just selling products from far away. They are setting up their own businesses right here in America. This creates a new kind of challenge for many American companies that have been here for a long time. These Chinese businesses are entering many different parts of our daily lives. They are opening coffee shops that compete directly with popular American brands like Starbucks. They are also bringing new types of entertainment, like very short video shows you watch on your phone, to challenge traditional movies and TV. In technology, they are developing advanced artificial intelligence, also called AI, that is changing how we think about smart machines and future innovations. They want to be leaders in these important areas and beyond. A main part of their plan is to be very fast. They want to grow quickly and reach many customers in a short amount of time. They also focus on being extremely efficient. This means they find smart ways to save money and time when they create products or offer services. They often use new technologies and simple ways of working to do things better and faster than before. This quick and efficient method is a key part of how they are gaining success. This story will help us understand these big changes. We will look closely at how these Chinese companies are expanding so quickly into the American market. We will learn about their special ways of doing business that are different from what many are used to. We will see how they use speed and efficiency to grow and become big players in new markets. They are changing how people buy their morning coffee, how they relax with entertainment, and how they interact with advanced technology every day. This is more than just new companies coming to town. It is about new ideas and new rules for competition. These companies are not afraid to try different things, even if they seem unusual at first. They want to change the way things are usually done in business. This story will show you how they are making these big changes right now. We will see their plans and how they are putting them into action. This new wave of competition means American businesses must also learn and adapt quickly to these fast and efficient ways of working. We will explore how these challenges are changing the business world and what it means for everyone living in the United States. 2. A new coffee shop. A new coffee company opened its doors in New York City. It was September 2025. The company was named Luckin Coffee, and it came all the way from China. In a very short period, just 2 months, Luckin Coffee managed to open 5 different stores in important areas of New York City. 1. A new coffee shop. A new coffee company opened its doors in New York City. It was September 2025. The company was named Luckin Coffee, and it came all the way from China. In a very short period, just 2 months, Luckin Coffee managed to open 5 different stores in important areas of New York City. You could find these new locations at places like 901 8th Avenue and 800 6th Avenue. These first 5 stores clearly showed that the company was serious about its move into America. Luckin Coffee was already a giant in its home country. It was known as the biggest coffee chain in China. By the third quarter of 2025, Luckin Coffee had a truly massive number of stores. They operated more than 26,000 locations all over China. To put this in perspective, Starbucks, which is a very famous American coffee company, had fewer than 8,000 stores in China during the same time. Even in the United States, where Starbucks started, it only had about 17,230 stores. These numbers clearly showed how incredibly large Luckin Coffee already was, far bigger than its main rival in China. The Chinese company had very big plans for the American market. They were not just thinking about opening a few small cafes. They aimed for a widespread presence across the country. A small but important detail hinted at this large ambition. On a coffee counter inside one of their new stores in Midtown, a serial number could be seen, NOUS 0002. This detail suggested that the company's computer systems were designed to manage tens of thousands of stores, even within the United States. Luckin Coffee experienced incredibly fast growth back in China. The company first started its business in June 2017. In only 2 years, it became a public company and listed its shares on the Nasdaq Stock Exchange. Many investors were very interested in its quick expansion. The number of customers grew at an astonishing speed. For example, between the first 3 months of 2018 and the first 3 months of 2019, Luckin Coffee's customer base jumped dramatically. It went from 485,000 customers to almost 17 million. This means that Luckin Coffee was adding about 45,000 new customers every single day. Their main business idea was to sell a huge volume of coffee, aiming for many transactions, even if each cup did not bring a large profit. This strategy of rapid expansion and reaching many people was now brought to the American market, ready to compete with local businesses. 3. A big problem. Luckin Coffee grew very fast, as we learned in previous chapters. But this quick growth had a big and secret problem brewing underneath. In early 2020, a serious report came out. This report was from a company called Muddy Waters Research, known for finding problems in companies. They said that Luckin Coffee was not telling the truth about its business numbers. The report claimed that the company was lying to investors about how much coffee it truly sold each day. The report described how Luckin supposedly used many staff members, both full-time and part-time, to monitor its stores. These employees watched over 600 different locations. Their findings suggested that the real number of coffee cups sold per store each day was much lower than what Luckin Coffee officially reported. For instance, the report alleged that in the third quarter of 2019, the company inflated its sales by at least 69%. In the fourth quarter of the same year, these numbers were reportedly 88% higher than actual sales. This meant the company was making its financial performance look much better to trick people who invested their money. At first, Luckin Coffee quickly denied these accusations. In February 2020, the company issued a public statement. They told everyone that the report contained misleading and false information. They firmly said the claims were not true. However, an internal investigation was launched to look deeper into the company's operations and financial records. The investigation found that the allegations were indeed true. It revealed that a very important person in the company, the chief operating officer, had falsified sales figures. Around $310 million in sales for 2019 were discovered to be completely fake. Furthermore, the investigation showed that Luckin Coffee had been reporting millions of profit. In reality, the stores were actually losing money at an operational level. This difference between reported profits and actual losses was a huge shock. When this serious truth came out, the impact was immediate and devastating. The company's stock price collapsed rapidly. It lost a staggering $5 billion in market value, causing huge losses for many investors. By June 2020, because of the fraud, Luckin Coffee was delisted from the NASDAQ stock exchange, meaning its shares could no longer be traded there. Less than 1 year later, in 2021, the company was forced to file for bankruptcy. This meant the company could not pay its debts and had to restructure or potentially close many of its operations. The rapid rise of Luckin Coffee had faced a very big and costly problem. 4. The comeback. After its big problem and financial difficulties, Luckin Coffee had a strong comeback. New leaders took charge, and the company began to grow again. In just 3 years, Luckin Coffee opened many more stores. It grew much bigger than it was before. By the year 2023, Luckin Coffee achieved a big success. It made more money than Starbucks in China. This was a surprise to many people, as Starbucks had been the top coffee company there for a long time. Luckin earned $4.72 billion, while Starbucks China made $2.96 billion. Luckin Coffee's way of doing business is very different. Customers must order their coffee using a phone app. There are no cashiers in the stores. This model helps save a lot of money, especially on workers. It also makes waiting times shorter for customers. The app often gives special deals and low prices, like $1.99 for a new user's first drink. This helps Luckin get many new customers quickly. But for American customers, this app-only idea is new. They are used to ordering from a person at a counter. Sometimes customers in New York City try to order in person, but staff tell them to use the app. This can make some people upset. Running a coffee shop in New York City is also very expensive. Luckin needed many more orders each day to make enough money. Luckin also tries to offer new drinks, like its popular iced coconut latte. The company wants to see if American people will like this fast, app-only way to buy coffee. 5. Short movies on your phone. Another new entertainment idea from China is becoming very popular in America: microdramas. These are very short TV shows made specifically for phones. Each episode lasts only about 90 to 120 seconds. They are filmed vertically, fitting perfectly on mobile screens. Microdramas tell exciting stories quickly, full of drama. They always end with a cliffhanger, making you eager for the next part. Stories often feature big emotional themes. For example, a character might be a poor person who is secretly a rich CEO, or there could be a surprising betrayal. Dialogue is simple, acting clear, and emotions are strong. You can watch these shows on apps like Real Short, DramaBox, and Good Short. Viewers can watch a few episodes for free. To watch more, they usually need to pay money or see advertisements. This payment model quickly grabs attention. Making these shows is very fast. Unlike big TV productions, a microdrama series can be written, filmed, and released in about 2 months. This speed allows companies to create many shows. Leading apps release many new series monthly. This business approach focuses on quick creation. The market for microdramas is growing quickly. In China, this industry made over 50 billion yuan, about 6.9 billion US dollars in 2024. This was more than all movies made in China that year. Now, Chinese companies are bringing these shows to Western countries. The United States has become the biggest market for microdramas outside of China. In 2024, about 60% of all revenue from these apps came from the U.S. In April 2025, 10 million people downloaded these apps, showing a large increase. These microdramas offer quick entertainment for short breaks. They are perfect for times like waiting or on public transport. Many people choose a short story instead of just scrolling social media. These apps make money from short, available moments in daily life. 6. A new kind of AI. A Chinese company called DeepSeek did something very surprising in early 2025. They created a new kind of artificial intelligence, or AI. This new AI was incredibly powerful. It could think and solve problems just as well as or even better than the most advanced AI models made by big American companies like OpenAI. OpenAI had famous models such as GPT-4o and their special reasoning model, o1, which were known for being very smart. However, DeepSeek's AI had one huge difference that shocked the tech world. DeepSeek claimed they trained their powerful AI model for only about $5.6 million. This was a tiny amount compared to what American tech giants were spending. Companies in the U.S. were pouring billions of dollars into building their state-of-the-art AI systems. This news made many U.S. tech companies and their investors extremely nervous. Stock prices for big American tech companies like NVIDIA, Microsoft, and Alphabet even fell because of the fear. If top-level AI could be made for so little, the value of those massive investments was questioned. DeepSeek used a clever method known as knowledge distillation. This important idea was first introduced in 2015 by a well-known scientist named Geoffrey Hinton. Many people call him the godfather of AI for his pioneering work. Here is how knowledge distillation works simply. Imagine you have a very large, super smart AI model that acts like a teacher. This teacher AI already knows a lot and is skilled at many tasks. DeepSeek used such a teacher to train a smaller, more efficient AI model, which is like the student. The student AI doesn't just learn from raw data. It learns by watching how the teacher AI solves difficult problems, explains its thinking, and makes decisions. Through this process, the student AI can quickly learn to perform almost as well as the much bigger teacher AI. But it needs far less computer power and is much cheaper to operate. DeepSeek also used other smart design choices to make their AI incredibly efficient and cost-effective. They combined distillation with other techniques to achieve high performance on a budget that seemed impossible to many Western experts. After DeepSeek shared their findings, other researchers quickly showed similar results. Scientists at universities like UC Berkeley, Stanford, and the University of Washington were able to create very capable AI models for extremely low costs and in short periods. These developments proved that the high cost of building powerful AI was no longer a barrier. This new, cost-efficient way of creating AI changed the game for the entire technology industry. 7. AI for everyone. DeepSeek made a very important move. They shared their new AI models with everyone for free. This way of sharing is called open source. It means that people and companies all over the world could now get DeepSeek's powerful AI. They could use it, change it, and run it on their own computers. This decision was a big deal for the AI industry. Before DeepSeek, many strong AI models were kept secret. Companies like OpenAI and Google made their AI models available only through their own systems. But with DeepSeek's open source models, this changed a lot. Anyone could now have access to very smart AI without paying a lot of money or getting special permission. Even Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, said that his company might have been on the wrong side of history about keeping AI closed. This showed how much DeepSeek's move changed things. This open sharing caused the cost of using AI to become much lower. For example, using DeepSeek's AI models was a lot cheaper than using some other big models. One DeepSeek model cost only about $2 for a lot of data, while another company's model cost almost $60 for the same amount. This big difference in price made businesses think differently. Now, businesses are less worried about having the smartest AI model. Instead, they want an AI that is good enough for their specific needs, but very cheap and safe to use. Many big companies now want to use these smaller open source models inside their own systems. They can train these models to do one special task, like reading legal papers or helping customers. This makes the AI very good at that one job, and it saves a lot of money. For instance, a big general AI model can write poems and code, but a smaller, special AI model can be trained by the big one to do only one thing, like checking business contracts. This special model works just as well for that task, but costs much less to run. Experts like Arvind Jain, who leads an AI company, strongly believe that open source always wins in technology. He says that when many developers work together on an open source project, it brings many new ideas and fast improvements. This free and open approach ensures that many players keep making AI better, so no one company can control all the smart AI. This means AI can be used for many more things in the future, making business processes much easier and cheaper. 8. The new rules. The stories of Luckin Coffee, microdramas, and DeepSeek AI show us a clear new trend. These companies from China are changing how business works around the world. They are not just taking ideas from other countries anymore. Instead, they are creating very efficient and fast new ways to do things. Luckin Coffee showed us a new way to sell coffee. It uses mobile apps and gives many discounts. This makes buying coffee very quick and easy, different from the old way of going to a cafe to relax. Microdramas offer entertainment in a new format. They are short, exciting shows made for phones. They are cheap to produce and come out very fast, changing how people watch stories. DeepSeek AI also brought new rules to technology. This company made very smart AI for much less money than others. They also shared their AI for free, letting anyone use powerful tools. This made the cost of using smart computer programs much lower for everyone. All these examples show that Chinese companies are very fast. They are not afraid to change the usual rules of business. They look for ways to be super efficient and disrupt old ways of working. Because of this, American companies now face a new kind of challenge. Their old business plans, like having many physical stores or spending huge amounts of money on new technology, are not always enough. The new competition is leaner and quicker. They do not have old habits that slow them down. American businesses must learn to change and adapt if they want to stay strong in this new world of competition. What do you think American companies need to do to compete in this new world?
Hey there! Just a second before you go. If you learned something new today, please give this video a like, write your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a second, and it really helps to create even better English videos for you. Your support means the world,